Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Warzone, the home of our Warriors and War Maidens, who are the absolute best at starting a riot along with you, the VRW Riots. This is episode 2 of season 2 of the Warzone. And straight out of the gate, we are kicking things off with a little bit of tag team action brought to you by the Broken Kingdom.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall and two friends. Accompanied to the ring by the King of Warzone, Austin Storm, at a combined weight of 528 pounds, is AJ Graves, the Broken Kingdom.
Much like they did last week, the Broken Kingdom kicking off VRW Warzone in fashion with a Spirit, AJ Graves, and the King of Warzone, Austin Storm, all coming down to the ring. But one thing you might not recognize about the Broken Kingdom is that they are without not just the first queen of the Broken Kingdom, Marissa Band, they are also without the VRW War Maidens Championship. A Broken Kingdom now with a broken picture. No longer is there a king and a champion within the Broken Kingdom. It's all straight for a Spirit, AJ Graves, and Austin Storm to pick up the pieces where they last left off on their way to the Tag Team Championship picture. I'm being told that Marissa Barrett is nowhere in the war zone here tonight, so it looks like it's guys' night. Ace Barrett partook in the first match of season 2. It is a crazy competitive ladder match that guaranteed a #1 contendership against the American Revolution champion Mason Rex. Things didn't work out all too well for Ace Barrett, which is why he has decided to follow the lead of Austin Storm, and the Broken Kingdom are headed straight for the Warzone Tag Team Championships.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 526 pounds, Zigzag, Boom Boom, Fun Time Chaos.
And here is a beloved team that loves to have fun and does whatever it takes to wow the crowd. Fun Time Chaos. It has been a very long time since we have seen Boom Boom and Zigzag again. We at VRW would like to apologize for the long 2-month hiatus, but now we are back on track to where things should be, and we are going to give you the entertainment that you have all been missing. From the Warriors and War Maidens of the Warzone Tag Team action is here and ready to get started. Zigzag kicking things off with Ace Barrett of the Broken Kingdom. Ace Barrett, a former Warzone champion in his own right, a former tag team champion, along with his partner AJ Graves, Austin Storm, current king of the Warzone, former television champion, a former Warzone champion in his own right. It is only fitting that Austin Storm aligning himself, or rather taking control of the Broken Kingdom. Great escape by Zigzag. Broken Kingdom having a few flat tires driving towards the top of the mountain here in VRW. Austin Storm assuming direction tag was made to Boom Boom, and the big man taking a stomping down of a Spirit. Funtime Chaos, however, have never held the Warzone Tag Team Champions. Many of the VRW Riots have been waiting for that moment where Funtime Chaos keeps it fun here in the Warzone, and over the top rope. That did not seem like a fun landing for Ace Barrett, landing on the hardest part of the ring. Austin Storm assisting Barrett, and it has seemed to have worked in his favor here. Now trying to go for a striking game against Boom Boom. And Boom Boom laying out some kicks, and Barrett keeping control of the momentum here for the Broken Kingdom again. Marissa Barrett nowhere in. the Warzone here tonight. Boom Boom with an explosive big boot to the jaw of Ace Barrett is going to keep with the advantage, giving him a piece of his mind with that headbutt. And look at the power being shown by Funtime Chaos's Boom Boom with that power slam. Boom Boom is not one to talk too much, but all you gotta recognize when it comes to Boom Boom is his power and strength that he brings along to compensate for Zigzag's lack of strength. But where Zigzag lacks strength, he has the speed advantage. And look at that, just as quick as I can bring it out here. Tag was made to Zigzag and Lee being tossed into a German suplex. Funtime Chaos giving the Broken Kingdom a run for their money and nearly going in this matchup here. They were just as excited to get back into a VRW reign just as much as the Riots have been waiting to see these guys back in action since the hiatus. Zigzag, a runner-up of last year's On the Throne tournament, remember way back when, along with Ace Barrett, who was also in the match. However, that match was won by the first ever King of Warzone, Jason Thomas. And Zigzag trying to build some momentum for himself, and Funtime Chaos driving the face of Ace Barrett down in the mat with that double arm DDT. Now into the cover, hook the leg, and AJ Graves having to save his tag team partner, but down he goes with authority by Boom Boom. And Zigzag, wait, right behind Austin Storm, almost set Ace Barrett up for disaster if he would have landed backwards off of that super kick, and Barrett tossing Zigzag into the corner here, trying to go for a famous and a powerbomb counter. Zigzag is on fire here tonight, even stepping over the chair thrown in by Austin Storm. Zigzag from the top, landing hard and being hit with a forearm strike by Ace Barrett as he came crashing. And Ace Barrett almost trying to utilize the methods being brought on by Austin Storm, trying to go for the Ace of Spades, but Zigzag found an escape and is trying to find his way away from the Broken Kingdom's corner. But Barrett quickly getting back to his feet, and Ace Barrett now locking himself in on the comeback train. Dunks it in, the clothesline, flies in with a clothesline of his own. Barrett, all cylinders here tonight, got caught with a boot to the face. Another back elbow strike, misses with the air in his face. Zigzag now, oh! Got caught with a stiff forearm strike, oh! Head kick by Ace Barrett, full head of steam here to the bottom middle row with a hurricane to the outside. Fast-paced action from Ace Barrett and Zigzag right now. Zigzag dragging Barrett straight to the king. And showing him what for here. Zigzag is bringing on an unexpected fight that we have never seen from him in such a long time. And Barrett, stiff roundhouse kick to the knee of Zigzag, and that just gave Ace Barrett the advantage he needed, bouncing Zigzag's face off of the hardest part of the ring, the apron. And the referee's count is at 7. Ace Barrett tossing Zigzag back inside the ring, breaking the referee's 10 count, and now keeping Zigzag away from making the necessary tag to Boom Boom. And you can hear Austin Storm giving out barking orders to Ace Barrett, keeping Zigzag isolated here into the Ace of Spades, into the cover, Zigzag with the swiftest kick out. And now the adrenaline surge has finally tapped in for Zigzag with that double arm DDT again to Barrett. All he has to do is get him away from the corner of Broken Kingdom and get the cover, into the cover now. Shoulders are down, hook to the leg, and once again AJ Graves making it safe from Barrett, but right from behind is Boom Boom again with the interception. Funtime Chaos bringing the fight to the field here on their night back in the Warzone. Barrett blasting back with a assist strike to the midsection here. suplex transition into a power bomb. Barrett having to be a one-man army, catching the bicycle kick was Boom Boom springboard. Barrett stayed put and caught Zigzag slipping. And now once again keeping Zigzag away from his own corner, keeping him isolated from making an attack to Boom Boom, making it so much harder for him here. Shoulder first into the middle turnbuckle. And Zigzag relying on his own need for survival here, not making the tag they need to right now. Barrett once again keeping him down with a Shining Wizard. There you see at the bottom of your screen, AJ Gray's trying to pick himself back up, get himself back into the matchup here. And double knees again, keeping Zigzag down and away from making an attack to Boom Boom. And here is again Boom Boom stuck in the wrong corner here. Finally found a way to counter back. Got caught with a back elbow strike by a Spirit. Wrestling for control now. Zigzag needs to get to his own corner and make the tag to Boom Boom, but it still is not going to happen here. Making the tag to AJ Graves here. Combination on display double. Northern Light suplex Graves with the bridge cover and a save by Boom Boom. And now you see the big man, the muscle of the Broken Kingdom, AJ Graves driving the punches into the face of Zigzag here. Kick to the midsection now, driving him into the mat with a brainbuster cover. Shoulders are down, and the Broken Kingdom with the victory.
Here are your winners, the Broken Kingdom.
Funtime Chaos definitely showed that they are a very well-rounded tag team, but not being able to make the tag when it mattered really cost Boom Boom and Zigzag. Just taking a look at some of the action here throughout the matchup. A-Spirit did his job to the fullest, keeping Zigzag from making that tag to Boom Boom, and this would be the end of the matchup here. AJ Gray's Alpha recovering from the damage done by Boom Boom, spiking Zigzag's head into the mat with a brain buster. For all the people that say this is their year, the Broken Kingdom recovering from last week and catching themselves with the dub. Well, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of trying to catch a dub after their failures of last week, RJ Smith failed to capture the VRW Warzone Championship. He is trying to get back on his winning ways. He goes back to the well again, going one-on-one with a rival that got him that close to the Warzone Championship of Tom Doyle of the Undisputed Elite. And after her victory alongside the other members of the Undisputed Elite, Ruby Rebel was able to pin the VRW War Maidens television champion tonight. Ruby Rebel will get another chance with all parties excluded from the equation. One-on-one, Ava versus Ruby later on tonight. Pandemonium once again reminding us all that there is strength in numbers. And what the hell has happened to El Toro Demonio? But more on that as the story goes on. Back to some action here.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Celestial Cosmos, Shooting Star Whitney.
Possibly one of the greatest draws to our War Maidens roster. Shooting Star Whitney knows exactly what she needs to do whenever she gets on top of that top rope. When she soars, your jaws drop.
And her tag team partner, from Tokyo, Japan, Kaiva Saturn.
And speaking of the television championship match later on tonight, you were looking at the first War Maiden to dethrone the television champion when it first came to the War Maidens. Kaiva Saturn, a former television champion of her own right, looking to have herself a good time, teaming up with some of the younger talent here in Shooting Star Whitney. Possibly looking to give herself some pointers here to assist Shooting Star Whitney's career here in the Warzone.
And their opponents,
Roxy Guns and Sierra Presley had nothing but negative things to say about the lot of War Maidens who took place last week in a variety of matchups here. Said that they were undeserving of their positions, and now you see Kickstarter Incorporated trying to make their way a little bit further up the rankings of the War Maiden Tag Team Division, defeating the Night Sisters a few months ago, putting them on the map of relevant tag teams here within the Warzone. War Maiden's about to do some tag team action here tonight. Shooting Star Whitney kicking things off, no pun intended, against Kickstarter Incorporated's Sierra Presley. And one thing you need to know well about Kickstarter Incorporated, just pay attention to their name, Kickstar. Put that star to the side. All these two are going to be throwing around. Most of their matches are a bunch of kicks. And Sierra Presley using the bottom of her bullet. What did I tell you? There's already a spinning back kick to the jaw of Shooting Star Whitney. Not even holding back on the power behind those kicks. Well, there's a kick of her own. Shooting Star Whitney. Hopefully she doesn't make the same mistake as Zigzag did in the last match, able to make her tags when it counts, and there's a reverse DT dropping Sierra Presley. And Shooting Star Whitney doing an okay job thus far here, making the tag. There you go. That's what's going to keep your matches alive in a tag team match, making those necessary tags. Frequent tags are going to help you and your partner. Sierra Presley, was caught slipping by Kaiva Saturn. That's only part of the skill set that has been blessed to Kaiva Saturn since joining the War Maidens division. And now Sierra Presley making the tag to Roxy Guns here. That'll be a toss into the corner. Kaiva Saturn and Shooting Star Whitney kick to the midsection here. Kaiva Saturn looking for a pop-up, perhaps, and Roxy able to counter here. Great reversal. Shoulders are down with a quick pin cover and a kick out by Kaiva. Roxy Guns, a super kick catching Kaiva right underneath of the jaw. And Roxy Guns and Sierra Presley have started to become a bit more aggressive since they're, rather show a disrespect here. Great counter by Kaiva Saturn, tossing Roxy aside off of that. Bulldog here, pushing her aside again. Well-rounded technical skills being shown by Kaiva Saturn here against Roxy Guns. Moving aside here from the top rope, and here we were thinking it would be Shooting Star Whitney showing off with the high-risk maneuvers. Hurricanrana for the top rope by Kaiva Saturn. And here at the early goings here, Shooting Star Whitney and Kaiva Saturn are holding down the fort here in this tag team match, again knocking Whitney off of the apron, making the tag to Sierra Presley now. Now let's see. Oh! Being driven down into the mat here. Kaiva Saturn able to transition, looking for that prison lock that she goes for oh so oftenly. The way she can contort your body, now going to transition to another submission hold here, perhaps no. Sierra Presley able to break free of the hold here, and a pump kick to the face again. And Kaiva able to make that tag. Exactly what she needed to do here. Izakuri moved out of the way and dodged by Sierra Presley. Kick to the hamstrings once again. Oh! Dragon wheel kick by Shooting Star Whitney. And here comes the Queen of the Skies. Whitney able to keep some heavy momentum in her favor here, but Sierra able to blast Whitney out of her momentum wheel. Tag made once again to Roxy Guns and a high knee, knocking out Shooting Star Whitney. Shooting Star has to keep her wits about her here. Looking for it again this time. There's the sit out running powerbomb. Whitney trying to make big plays here, but again, Roxy Guns able to find and escape once again. Counter for counter on display by these Warriors. And the Warriors know exactly how to rule the crowd here tonight. Whitney doing a smart job dragging Roxy Guns away from making the tag to Sierra Presley and Kickstarter Incorporated, trying to find themselves a proverbial silver spoon to put in their mouth here in order to get them an opportunity of one step closer perhaps to Warrior Tag Team Championships. Whitney sliding underneath the bar rope with a drop kick to the chest of Roxy Guns. And the referee's count starts to climb here, but Roxy and tossed back inside the ring, making the tag to Sierra Presley. And here comes the Tomahawk Pride of Kickstarter Incorporated here. Not going to go for the trifecta of those kitchen sink counters here. Once again, powerbomb by Whitney. And with no Roxy Guns to make the tag, Sierra Presley is all on her own right now. Stuck in the corner. Ooh, boot to the face. Oh, Shooting Star Whitney moved out of the way. The clothesline from behind, a Russian leg sweep. Now would be a good time for Shooting Star Whitney to make the tag that she needs to. Kaiva says there she is in the corner, but Presley not going to give Whitney the opportunity to do so. And a huge lariat dropping Shooting Star Whitney. And rolling senton connecting to Whitney into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down here. Whitney able to kick out at 2.5. Now off the stiff kick, picking the legs from underneath of Shooting Star Whitney here. Whitney trying to get these fans all riled up here. Trying to hype up the VRW Rise. Is he going to do so on the comeback train? Tossing. Oh, great counter reversal. Move to the middle ropes here. Head kick delivered by Whitney. Giving Kickstarter a little bit of their own medicine here. Now being tossed into the corner. Moved. Oh. Flips over the top rope, back inside the ring, flip up, tried to go for her Corona, and now look at this, face first, and then on that goes Whitney. And Shooting Star Whitney now trying to drag herself towards her own corner to make the tag to Kaiva Saturn. Look at the elevation of that drop kick. And Shooting Star Whitney has been boosted with an adrenaline rush here. Making the same mistake that Zigzag did in the previous matchup here. She needs to make the tag. All that adrenaline can get you so far. And now this is what I'm talking about here. Needing to make that tag when it matters here. Sierra Presley is now taking advantage of the weakened lungs of Shooting Star Whitney. All that energy now being driven out of her body. And if you pay attention to what's going on right now, she has cut the ring in half, keeping Whitney from making it tight as she needs to. Double underhook, has her up with her shoulders here. Sierra Presley with the corkscrew neck breaker into the cover. Hooks the leg, shoulders are down by Kaiva Saturn, able to make the save for Whitney. Sierra obviously upset with the pin breakup. Now takes to the skies here. Perhaps here, double foot stomp moved out of the way with Shooting Star Whitney here into the jumping neck breaker. Presley trying to keep her wits about her here. Flies in with the Hurricane. And now Whitney with Sierra Presley right where she wants her. Turns it around. Inverted 450 splash. And you can see the jaws drop into VRW Riots. Covering a kick out. Pop up into the Hurricane. Keeping Roxy Guns out of the situation. Shooting Star Whitney with another burst of adrenaline here. Has her hooked with a snap suplex. If Kaiva can be the legal warning in the matchup here, these two can wrap up a victory over Kickstar Incorporated. Roxy Guns nowhere to be found here. Oh! Whitney overshot her welcome here, and Sierra Presley is about to make a pay. Submission applied here. And we know all the damage has already been done to the lungs of Shooting Star Whitney. Sierra Presley forcing Whitney to tap out.
Here are your winners, Kickstar Incorporated.
You have got to focus where you need to understand when it is necessary to make the tag. Shooting Star Whitney using the momentum of the crowd as well as it did her in the early part of this matchup here. It just did not mesh well. Not even allowing Kaiva Saturn, but there you saw Whitney was able to break out her signature 450 splash inverted style. Almost got the victory. If Kaiva was able to get in the matchup here, they would have been able to wrap that matchup along. But Sierra Presley catching Whitney with her overshot of her springboard, dropping her off the Russian leg sweep into this seating octopus stretch here, forcing Shooting Star Whitney to tap out. Kickstar Incorporated trying to string themselves up enough wins to get their shot at the Warriors Tag Team Championships.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, Tyson Sharp.
The night we return to you all here in the Warzone. Tyson Sharp, along with 7 other warriors, battled vigorously in order to capture an opportunity at a #1 contendership for the VRW American Revolution Championship. Tyson Sharp was the one to elude the fray, climb the ladder, and retrieve said opportunity. Tyson Sharp will meet Mason Rex at VRW Tenfold for the American Revolution Championship, but tonight he's trying to knock down all the barriers that lead to that match.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Benjamin Earl, Darren Joy, and the VRW American Revolution Champion Mason Rex, representing American Territory, Sawyer.
Here is the deal that was struck by the Donnie Danger, and Ruby Tribbiani. This deal made to American Terror. We know how hungry these three are for championship gold. Well, that hunger should not get in the way of Mason Rex's championship aspirations. So the deal was made. Should Tyson Sharp be able to pin not only Benjamin Sawyer, but also Darren Troy, then they will be barred from ringside at VRW Tenfold when Mason Rex defends his American Revolution Championship against Tyson Sharp. Sharp has an opportunity to knock down all the boundaries between him and his first singles championship here in VRW. Well, Mason Rex has defended championships time and time again, whether it be solo or with a tag team. But the big man Benjamin Sawyer knows exactly what he's doing, knows how important the American Revolution Championship is to American Terror, and will ensure that the barriers stay in front of Tyson Sharp. And we talked about many times the potential of Benjamin Sawyer. He has shown true potential. Sawyer himself is a former television champion in his own right. Along with the moniker, the resume of Mason Rex, former television champion, 2-time tag team champion, former general manager of the Warzone, and former world champion, current American Revolution champion. The list goes on and on. The only thing the man has yet to do is capture the VRW Soul Star champion. He had that opportunity against Karan Cook and the death match. He failed that, but will find another way to get the Soul Star Championship in his resume than for holding every championship in VRW history. But right now, Benjamin Sawyer is not only looking to keep barriers in front of Tyson Sharp, but do some damage to the opponent of Mason Rex, his American Terror brethren. More damage Benjamin Sawyer can cause to Tyson Sharp, the less Mason Rex will have to deal with when he defends his championship at Tenfold. And Tyson Sharp picking the legs, getting an escape from the submission hold brought on by Benjamin Sawyer. We gotta look at the height advantage or the size and power advantage. Tyson Sharp is trying to elude both of them. Look at the power there. They are a claw slam. Able to palm the face of Benjamin Sawyer, slamming him down. Now the assault begins of Tyson Sharp. Tyson no longer a member of the Juggalo fan, but continues to follow the Juggalo way here at VRW. Now Joe will love nothing more but to capture his first singles championship here in VRW. Benjamin Sawyer going to attempt to ensure that he doesn't achieve their goal here. The stiff forearm strike to the face and a leg drop to boot. Into another cover here on Tyson Sharp, and there's another kick out at one. Benjamin Earl has been such a great motivator for American Terror here. And it's been an amazing manager to say the least. Benjamin Sawyer with the obvious advantage here going into this matchup here. All the pressure is being weighed down on Tyson Sharp. His first championship opportunity. He's going up against a former champion And Benjamin Sawyer, headlock applied, trying to start the air out of the lungs of Tyson Sharp. Then you see Tyson trying to attempt a chokeslam, but Benjamin Sawyer not giving him the opportunity. As hungry as American Terror has been, their ultimate goal is to become three-time Warzone Tag Team Champions. Benjamin Sawyer locking in a torture rack submission hold on Tyson Sharp, and Tyson able to find an escape, driving the elbows and the side of the face. Now has his hand across the throat, driving him down with a choke slam. And Benjamin Sawyer has to focus up here. Tyson Sharp with a huge lariat into the cover, hooks a leg, shoulders it down, looking in the eyes of Darren Choi, saying you're next, but Benjamin Sawyer able to kick out at 2.5. And Tyson Sharp now, being blasted with a huge knee strike by Benjamin Sawyer. Benjamin now going to give Tyson any rest for wear here into the dead ender. Into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down. Tyson able to get the shoulder up just in time. That would have been a barrier that he would have had to find his way around instead of through. Benjamin Sawyer using his power in this matchup efficiently against Tyson Sharp. He's going to make him work for it here. Tyson already is nowhere near 100% after his line of match. Benjamin Sawyer on the comeback train, flies in with a heel kick. The big man jumping off of the ground, but small package, cover, shoulders are down, kick out by Benjamin. Tyson Sharp revealing that it's not just power in his arsenal. He's got the smarts, he's got the quickness, got blasted with a back elbow already though, with another dead ender by Benjamin Sawyer. Cover again, shoulders are down. Tyson Sharp able to get the shoulder up, 2.99. There you saw the frustrations that was on the face of Benjamin Sawyer. He thought he had this matchup won. Thought he did a favor for Mason Rex, but still needs to come off of his anger. Needs to focus up here. That anger could be used against him by Tyson Sharp. Look at the power again. Palming the face of Benjamin Sawyer. And Benjamin now trying to focus up. Shoulder tackle and out. Oh, going after the legs. Trying to take away the running power of Tyson Sharp and his heavy lariat. And again, tried to go for another dead ender. Flying clothesline, shoulder tackle instead. And once again, Tyson Sharp finds himself stuck in the clutches of another torture rack. Locked in by Benjamin Sawyer, trying to force him to tap out, but again, Sharp refusing to tap here. Refusing to give up, but there's a layer of his own. Could third time be the charm for Benjamin Sawyer? Looking for a third dead ender, and it connects. Cover again, hooks the leg. Good night. So no again. Tyson Sharp refusing to give up here against Benjamin Sawyer. Knows how important it is to challenge for a championship. Sharp is showing the drive of a champion right here and now. And once again, Benjamin Sawyer locking in. Another submission. Camel clutch is applied. All the damage that has been done to the ribs of Tyson Sharp. All the pain that's going to be shooting through his body right now. And finds his way again out of another submission hold. And now Sharp straight jacking into a DDT. Giving praise to the Juggalo family in the sky. Tyson Sharp now assuming control of the matchup here. Power on display. Sit out power bomb by Tyson Sharp into the cover. Shoulders are down. And a kick out by Benjamin Sawyer. Tyson Sharp has to pace himself at this point of the matchup. Late game. Stiff clothesline again by Tyson Sharp. Going after the back here. From behind, backbreaker, and oh! Driving a lariat into the mat on that one, and a bicycle kick by Sharp. Now the cover by Tyson Sharp. Look, concussive damage off of that boot there too. 0.99 for Benjamin Sawyer. Oh, that concussive force off of that bicycle kick has only set up Tyson Sharp to put it into the matchup with the Juggalo pile driver. Now the cover, shoulders are down. Tyson Sharp eliminates one barrier.
Here is your winner, Tyson Sharp.
One down, one to go. Tyson Sharp is making a beeline for his first championship singles career in VRW. Take a look at some of the action here. Benjamin Sawyer has kept Tyson Sharp on the ropes, able to nail 3 dead enders to Tyson Sharp, and at every point in time, he was able to kick out, even after multiple submissions. All the damage that was clearly showing in the ribs and midsection of Tyson Sharp. The man fought through all of the pain in order to get through the biggest barrier in Benjamin Sawyer. And finally, off of that bicycle kick, square to the face, Sharp still has some kind of power in his body to nail Sawyer with the Juggalo pile driver. The date is already set for tenfold for Tyson Sharp to meet Rex for the American Ocean Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we still got a whole lot of action scheduled for you tonight. A redemption story in the making for RJ Smith after failing to capture the VRW Warzone Championship. He looks back to resurrect one of his demons to exercise it once again. RJ Smith to take on Tom Doyle of the Undisputed Elite later on tonight, and one championship match that has been anticipated for months after their first encounter after interference from Kickstarter Incorporated. Pandemonium and UE have been barred from ringside. Ruby Rebel with another opportunity to become a 2-time television champion. Will Eva Sinai be able to defend?
following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing DeadSec, Skylar Delta.
Skylar Delta, driven by revenge, here tonight. Agreed to be the tag team partner of Trish Riley, trying to get a little bit of retribution for her DeadSec brothers.
And her tag team partner from Dublin City, Ireland, Trish Riley.
Much like Tyson Sharp overcame not only ladders, but 7 other warriors, Trish Riley had to overcome 7 other War Maidens, standing between her and the VRW Gift of Valor Championship. Trish Riley will challenge Jada Storm at VRW Tenfold February 3rd for the right to be said champion. A very, very dire situation for she and Jada.
And their opponents, representing Insurgency, the team of BB Cash and the VRW Gift of Valor champion, Jada Storm.
For the first time ever, BB Cash recognizes herself as a member of Insurgency alongside Royal Solomon, Ryan Riley, and the Gift of Valor champion Jada Storm. She walks amongst one team that is driving towards success here in VRW. DeadSec was able to Insurgency knocked off DeadSec last week, which is why Skylar Delta has involved herself in the situation between Insurgency and Trish Riley. A lot more on the subject as the match progresses here. And starting things off is Skylar Delta of DeadSec again. Insurgency knocking off DeadSec last week when we returned to the Warzone last week. But here's the situation that's been surfacing when it comes to Trish Riley and Jada Storm. We know the alignment of Insurgency, Royal Solomon and Ryan Riley brought up together under the arsenal. The arsenal of Jada Storm wanting to make those two a relevant tag team. We know that their relationship is strictly business and somehow has been being used as a reference between Trish Riley and Jada Storm heading towards the Gift of Valor Championship match at VRW Tenfold. And many times, there's a tag made by Jada Storm, Gift of Valor Champion. First time in a VRW ring since our hiatus a couple months ago. That has been a theme that has been played on for back-to-back weeks now. Ryan Riley looking at from a window perspective of who is going to win. Will it be his wife, Trish Riley, or the woman who's trying to make him a Warzone Tag Team Champion, Jada Storm? Whereas it is not going to be a matter of what Ryan Riley thinks. The fact of the matter is this: Trish Riley earned herself the opportunity to face Jada Storm. Kick to the midsection by Jada. Off the swinging neck breaker, and there's a splashdown. And Trish is trying to get herself tagged in to give Jada Storm a piece of some of the action that she's going to have to put up with at VRW Tenfold. Well, this is the matchup, the opportunity that Skylar Delta wanted, getting herself a little bit of revenge off of the loss of Jackson Theta and Tyler Omega. Kick to the hamstring of Jada Storm here. Skylar Delta, who is well-rounded in a technical grappling game, much like Jada Storm. You would think that this would be a mirror matchup here of clashing styles. And so far, Jada Storm with the advantage here. Distance between she and Skylar Delta here. Whoa! What a running swing STO, driving the face of Skylar Delta into the mat. New move in the arsenal of the champion, cover now, and now Trish Riley going after the ref here. BB Cash intercepting, driving the face of Trish Riley into the mat here. Scarlet Delta now a one War Maiden army. And Scarlet Delta, trying to pick apart the Gift of Valor champion as best as she can here, trying to find herself an opening to give herself an advantage here. Trying to lock herself on a comeback train, but that is just how good our Gift of Valor champion is. Intercepting the train, knocking it off the rails. And Delta, again, being countered time and time by the Gift of Valor champion right now, putting on a clinic, showing the reason why she is as good as she says she is. Remember, the night she entered VRW was the night of VRW Queendom, winning 3 matches in the same night in order to become the first ever inaugural Gift of Valor champion. BB Cash, now the legal War Maiden of the match. Giving herself a little taste of what Jada is expecting. Crashing into the corner and a running bulldog. Scarlet Delta needs to make the tag to Trish Riley, who's been waiting to get herself involved in this matchup. Get her hands on Trish Riley. That's some body shots to BB Cash here. Scarlet Delta trying to get to her corner here with a hurricanrana, slinging BB halfway across the ring. But Delta not wanting to make the tag here, and now what she should have here. Boot to the face by BB Cash, and BB now going to toss Delta into a corner, but this time Delta able to move out of the way. BB Cash now finds herself in the wrong corner. Enter going to the midsection of BB Cash, and Scarlet Delta found her second win. And tried to go for a bicycle kick here, got caught, however. Scarlet Delta tried to go for Uranagi Slam, counter again by BB Cash, elbows to the side of the head, and now Delta finds herself in Insurgency's corner, making the tag was Jada Storm. Now together, double super kick. But Scarlet Delta hits a tag, and this is the matchup we are going to see one-on-one at VRW Territory. Trish Riley and Jada Storm. Jada able to knock Riley out of the air, and now we are seeing what combustible element these two are going to mix up together. This is the sneak peek that Jada wanted to see. Tried to go for a belly-to-belly, great counter by Trish Riley. Flies in with a clothesline and a high knee. And to Jada's perspective, it's going to take a couple of tricks for Trish Riley to take the championship away, not just determination. BB Cash is trying to wear down Trish Riley and wear down some of the hopes and dreams of Riley ever becoming a singles champion here in VRW. Knee straight to the nose of BB Cash here. Trish Riley now has BB right where she wants, a powerbomb. Now go for the bridge, but still goes for the cover. Hook Soleil in front of the champion and a kick out. Shoulder came up for BB Cash, but Trish Riley is keeping the momentum in her wake. Making the tag to Scarlet Delta now. Scarlet Delta thrown off of the top rope into a crossbody of BB Cash. And a discus lariat, knocking the screws loose out of BB. Now the cover again. Jada Storm knocking the referee out and going after Trish Riley, but Trish intercepting. Now going to toss Jada Storm over the top rope. Meanwhile, BB and Scarlet Delta still going at it here. Great counter by Scarlet Delta, catching the strike there. Toss into the corner once again. BB, the boot to the face. And now gonna whip Scarlet Delta over and out of the ring. Referee finally came to. Now on the outside here. Kick to the back of the leg of BB Cash. Scarlet Delta misses with the forearm strike. DDT and a nipper. BB Cash. This is her debut as a member of Insurgency here. Is really carrying her weight of this team right now. Super kick by Delta, however, but BB quickly making her back to her feet. Had to keep an eye on the referee's 10 count. It is at 5 right now. And all Delta is doing is wearing down BB. Referee's count is at 7. BB being tossed back inside the race. Got Delta back inside as well, making the tag to Jada Storm, ladies and gentlemen. Still to come later on tonight. It's been months since we were able to do this. We're doing it tonight. Is the official championship coronation of Jason Ramirez. And Trish Riley bringing her attention back to the matchup here. With the action going on, moved out of the way with Jada Storm, got caught, however, high angle hip toss. Cover by Trish Riley to pin the champion. Is not going to happen. A kick out at 1. Now Jada Storm back to a vertical base here. German suplex still has a hold of her future challenger. Things are looking pretty dicey here now. We are seeing the sparks fly from Jada and Trish. Trish now back to her feet, stiff punch, however, kick to the midsection, great counter by Jada Storm right now. Jada trying to walk into it, however, looking for that gourd buster again. Great counter by the champion. BB finally came to, found her way back to a vertical base herself, thrown into the corner, tried to go for a Yakuza kick from the corner. Trish Riley tossing Jada into the corner again. Double knees, catching the chin and the chest of the champion. And Trish Riley definitely hoping that Ryan is keeping a positive vibe that you saw earlier. Ryan defending Trish Riley on numerous occasions here. Triangle choke submission. Trish Riley trying to force a champion to tap out here. And Jada so close, no! Finally able to elevate her body here and found an escape for the submission. I thought Jada was about to tap out there. Moved out of the way here, trying to go for that running swing STO here. But, ooh! Trish able to bash that elbow into the face with an Ace Crusher! Ace Crusher connects into the cover, shows it down to the champion again, but this time able to kick out, backstabber by Scarlet Delta. Trish needs to keep her focus on the champion, the League of War Maidens of the matchup right now. BB making it back to her feet. Trish took her eye off the prize once again. BB shoving Trish Riley away, feeding her all but able to recover from the distraction. And you saw Jada trying to make the tag and now picking the laser underneath of Trish Riley. Trish now, off the chin breaker. Rocking the champion and flies in with a lariat. And Trish Riley showing that the champion's ego is weakened. No longer the undefeated Gift of Valor champion is Jada Storm. That is all because of Sammy Stone handing her her first and second losses here in VRW. Trish Riley trying to make a third loss on the record of Jada Storm, especially when her Gift of Valor championship is on the line in 3 weeks' time. And now, able to block the rolling forearm strike and a half and half suplex by Jada Storm. You hear the impact of the ring, and Jada now gonna lock herself in on the comeback train. Double clothesline, ducks underneath with a power slam to Trish. And Riley trying to make the tag to Scarlet Delta, but Jada not giving her an opportunity. Corona. Trish Riley wooing the crowd perhaps here. No. Got caught with a European uppercut. And Jada starts swinging flatliner to Riley. Adding new moves to her arsenal anytime she's in the ring, and a kick out at 2.5. Trish Riley giving us a proper sneak peek to what these two are going to do to each other when the Gift of Valor Championship is on the line. Knee and sickle. And Jada Storm once again, distance between she and her future challenger. Swing STO. driving her face first into the mat here. Cover, shoulders are down on Trish Riley. If this happens, oh, 2.99. We are seeing the heart and soul pour out of Trish Riley here tonight. Tag was made to BB Cash. Jada Storm doing the right thing, making the tag, reserving some of her energy for how long this match is able to move on here. BB Cash representing Insurgency for the first time here tonight. Trish Riley able to counter, suplex with authority. And Riley tried to go for that high knee there. BB catching Riley with a European uppercut, double knees. Shades of the King, Austin Storm into a cover. Shoulders are down, kick out by Trish Riley. BB Cash trying to hurt the mindset of Trish Riley heading into her matchup against Jada Storm and VRW Tenfold. Riley able to get back to her vertical base here, goes for the pump kick again. And however, BB with a powerbomb! Showing Trish Riley how to hit a powerbomb, and showing Trish Riley how to hit a real ace crusher with the cash out. There's a cover, shoulders are down. BB with her win here as Insurgency's newest member.
Here are your winners, Insurgency.
And if that doesn't hurt your psyche heading into your own championship match, then you've got a soul of steel. BB Cash hurting some of the pathway of Trish Riley going to Tenfold to challenge her to get the Valor Championship. Take nothing away from the choice of Trish Riley aligning herself with Skylar Delta, but going after the revenge route was not the way Trish Riley and Skylar Delta should have went there. Near fall after near fall. But Insurgency had the blueprint for success, especially with BB able to hit the cash out on Jada Storm's challenger. Insurgency looking to put the brakes on the momentum of Trish Riley ahead of VRW Tenfold. Not exactly sure where this Maxwell White had come from, but clearly trying to align himself with RJ Smith. Well, RJ is set for some singles action here tonight in the Warzone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing at 195 pounds, RJ Smith.
RJ Smith, no doubt the man is feeling under the weather after losing to Jason Ramirez last week with the Warzone Championship on the line. Well, he needs to get over that. He's looking to get back in his winning ways here in the Warzone.
And his opponent, representing the undisputed Tom.
Well, someone else looking to rebound after their loss last week is this man, Tom Doyle, who took place in the first match back to the Warzone. It was a ladder match to determine a #1 contender for the VRW American Revolution Championship. Tom Doyle failed to capture that opportunity. Says that if given the opportunity one-on-one going after the championship, the man would no doubt be able to overcome any challenge, destroy any hurdle, destroy any opposition in front of him, placed in front of him. Well, Tom Doyle is given that opportunity right here and now, one-on-one with the man who took his Warzone Championship opportunity in his own mind, RJ Smith. Tori Doyle, his sister, one half of the War Maiden Tag Team Champions. Tom would love nothing more, not just to do right by his family, but to hold a championship of his own and elevate his career in the E-Fed circuit. RJ Smith trying to hop onto a new platform, get himself a proper W here tonight, locking things up with Tom Doyle. Off the headlock takedown here. Take nothing away from the performance of RJ Smith last week, going up against Jason Ramirez after a 2-month-long hiatus. RJ accomplished so much heading into that matchup here, did so well against Jason Ramirez in his first World Championship opportunity. Clearly, there's still work to be done in the case of RJ Smith, and a lot can be said again in the same right of mind for Tom Doyle. Look at this! Just tossing RJ around like a rag doll off the trifecta of suplexes. Sue is proud of that notion. Oh, slides through, missed underneath. However, with the back elbow. And again, misdirection fired there. And again, Tom Doyle this time with a lariat. And Tom Doyle with RJ up in the air, the power on display, splash down. And now the first cover of the matchup here, Tom Doyle not able to get the cover. And again, Tom Doyle was a part of a 3-person frenzy matchup here. 2 out of 3 falls in order to get the opportunity to challenge Jason Ramirez to that Warzone Championship. At that time, RJ Smith accomplished a pinfall and a submission fall in order to secure his opportunity against Jason Ramirez, as history shows him. And RJ trying to rewrite the history of his failures here. Face first in that top turnbuckle. Tom Doyle with a powerful punch to the midsection. And again, raining down these strikes on display. And RJ misses wildly with the head kick. Forearm strike by Tom Doyle. Tom now with RJ up on his shoulders, crashing into a gut buster. Tom Doyle, however, flies in with a Yakuza kick. Trying to make short work of RJ Smith. Has him hooked up all the way up. Driving him down with that California pile driver. Now the cover, hooks delay, short work of RJ Smith, no, able to get the kick out. Tom Doyle knows better than to assume that once you hit your big move, then it's all over from there. But Tom Doyle spiking again, another pile driver to RJ Smith. knocking out some of the brain cells in the kid's mind here. And now, submission hold is applied. Trying to force RJ Smith to tap out, but RJ releasing the grip, breaking the grip, and a punch in the jaw. That's Tom Doyle. Back to a vertical base. He got caught with a kick to the midsection here. Turns him back around. Kick to the midsection once again. Suplex into a power bomb. RJ having the air driven out of his lungs off of that one. Tom Doyle now setting up RJ precariously here. Oh! Now going after the left leg, you know. RJ lets it go for his warning shot. Knee strike. And a lot of that has to do with a running start. High angle Boston Crab applied by Tom Doyle. Again, a submission applied, trying to force RJ to tap, but RJ found an escape again. RJ Smith needs to rebound off of his failures at not being able to catch a Warzone championship. Tom is trying to put himself in the necessary picture that will get him another championship opportunity after two have eluded him thus far since joining VRW. From the corner, high knee moved out of the way. Trying to play insult to injury on RJ's knee strike. There's a knee, but didn't land as effectively as he wanted to. Face first. And now RJ again, where it failed to hit Jason Ramirez. It failed to hit Tom Doyle as well here tonight. RJ attempting a running enziguri. And once again, front headlock applied. Face first again goes Tom. And RJ finding a second win, locking himself in on the comeback train. Sleep blade. Dropping Tom Doyle. RJ rethought, reevaluated his situation here. Wanted to go for that enziguri, but decided against it, realizing that it wasn't going to do him any favors in this matchup here. Now going to take to the skies, climbing all the way to the top rope. RJ Smith, corkscrew senton splash. But you gotta realize that RJ has excluded a lot of energy here, a lot of air driven out of his own lungs. Doing some damage here, trying to go for the warning shot, turn him around here. RJ not being able to lock in his arms in the straight jacket. Tom Doyle now whipping RJ over and out of the ring. And Tom Doyle making an example out of the time it takes for RJ to get back inside the ring. Making RJ waste the energy, throwing himself back inside the ring, chases after Tom Doyle here, forearm into the midsection. Tom trying to pick the legs from underneath RJ. Not allowing it, backhand chop. Great counter again by Tom Doyle. Has him up, hooked him up again. Tom Doyle looking for another California pile driver. Again the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down. RJ able to get the shoulder up at 2.5. Tom Doyle is livid. Tom Doyle understandably upset at things that have not been going his way in VRW, locking in another submission cobra clutch applied, laying down on the back of RJ Smith as if the damage under his lungs haven't been enough already. RJ able to find the escape, however. And RJ whipping Tom Doyle into that turnbuckle, and now stomping on the left arm. Going after the cover now, hooks the leg, quick kick out by Tom Doyle. Things were never going to be that easy for, stiff forearm strike by RJ, and now these slugs are being thrown by the former challenger of the Warzone Championship. RJ trying to get himself back in his winning ways here. The aggression is starting to show here for RJ Smith. Shoulder first and then the turnbuckle post went Tom Doyle. And now RJ looking to drive air out of the lungs of Tom Doyle now. And suddenly the momentum has shifted. Gotta wonder what's going on in the mind of RJ. Understandably upset with his own performance despite how well he did in the matchup. He is eating away that his first World Championship match was a loss. And a backhand chop delivered up on his shoulders once again of Tom Doyle with the gut buster. Full head of steam here with another Yakuza kick. Now RJ able to move out of the way. RJ with the wherewithal to find an escape from the wrath of Tom Doyle. And now the combination strikes here. Kick to the midsection. Down goes Doyle. And again, from behind, rear naked choke driving the air out of the lungs of Tom Doyle. Tom finds himself grounded with air constantly escaping his lungs. RJ trying to find this aggressive nature. Anything it takes to drive the demons out of his skull that is telling him that he's not going to make it here. Look at this! Pick underneath here. Pick the leg now and go! Looking for some innovative offense here. RJ has decided to turn his attention to the left leg of Tom Doyle. Now once again, climbing all the way to the top rope, looking to fly. But instead calls Tom up to his feet here. Look out from the top rope. Got caught, however. Tom Doyle, high angle, power bomb. Did you hear the crash of RJ Smith's body heavily across the mat? And Tom Doyle again dealing damage to the back, the lungs, the ribs, all crying in agony. And again, Tom Doyle from the corner. Gonna drive the knee into the chin, the jaw of RJ Smith. Tried to go for the cover, instead changed his mind, and that might have cost him here. RJ for a headlock applied. Another counter by Tom Doyle with a lariat. Once again, could third time be the try to go for the kill for the power timer, but RJ able to counter it in combination again, dropping Tom Doyle to the mat. RJ Smith trying to find that adrenaline boost, trying to get himself back in the matchup here, trying to put it in to Tom Doyle, looking for a warning shot again, but Tom sensed it coming. Great counter, German suplex. Still with the grip of the wrist with the lariat. Now again, for a third time from the corner. Third time is the charm. Driving the knee to the jaw of RJ Smith, and now looking to put it into this again. No, RJ able to counter, found an escape from behind. Frankensteiner. These two are going back and forth, back and forth. Tom Doyle now, palm strikes, kicks, punches, anything it takes to take out RJ Smith. Pump handle. Driving a face first into the mat with a face buster. And again, Tom Doyle wants to end RJ Smith's momentum train. And again, RJ refusing to accept his failures. Now transitions into another submission. The Apollo lock. Trying to bend the arm back, but Tom was able to find an escape. And now the power exploder suplex, and Tom with the nip up. Tom Doyle as well, refusing to accept his reality. Wants to get himself back into some kind of championship picture. A win here may very well do just that. Taking out a former challenger of the World Championship. RJ now off the European uppercut. Now wrenching away at the arm here. Oh! Stiff forearm strike by Tom Doyle here into a spear! Off the rebounds, using the ropes for some of that force, and now Tom Doyle. Deadlift into a German suplex. Cover. Shoulders are down. RJ able to get the shoulder up. But RJ, how much is left in this young man again? Driving the knee into the jaw. Tom Doyle, cover again. Shoulders are down. RJ again able to kick out at 2.5. But I gotta beg the question once more, what's left? And RJ, we're about to find out, able to counter into the 4-0. Kick to the midsection by Tom Doyle. And now RJ stuck in a hard place, rocking a hard place. Butterfly pile driver by Tom Doyle. Now the cover. Shoulders are down. Tom Doyle puts away RJ Smith.
Here's your winner, Tom Doyle.
And Tom Doyle has extinguished the spark of RJ Smith's chances of returning to a championship title picture here in VRW. RJ once again putting on an excellent performance, but couldn't hit any big move that would deal the significant blow to Tom Doyle. In fact, Tom was able to counter most of RJ's arsenal every point in time, and this would be the end of the matchup here after Greece, California's, and multiple attempts here. The butterfly pile driver put it in to RJ's entire run back to the championship picture. Tom Doyle looking to bulldoze through anyone he has to find himself from relevancy here at VRW. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Tom had his fun here tonight. It's time for his undisputed sister to get into the fray of some of the action here. Coming up next with the members of Pandemonium and the UE barred from ringside. Ruby Rebel attempts to become a two-time television champion. Will even Cyanide have a chance in the matter? Did I hear that right? Ruby Rebel and Donnie Danger going to be in a VRW match? The Roulette Frenzy match? That's so much to talk about in the coming weeks of VRW Season 2, and it is now time for a television championship matchup here in the Warzone. Ruby Rebel, a former television champion, irate months ago that she never officially got her one-on-one rematch for the championship. When she did, at that point in time, Kickstarter Incorporated demanded respect, demanded attention, and they interrupted the championship affair. Here tonight, Pandemonium and the UE have been barred from ringside. No one will interfere in this matchup at all. Ruby Rebel, the disaster sister of VRW. By the end of her matches, all of her opponents see nothing but red. With championship gold already around the waist of the UE. A third championship would synergize the UE. Eva Cyanide, the mercenary of Pandemonium, here tonight, the vessel of the VRW War Maidens Television Championship. As disturbing as it may seem long ago, Eva Cyanide did not used to be this way. After being influenced by the leader of Pandemonium, Selena Stone, this transformation that we have witnessed, that we have seen Eva Cyanide evolve from. Eva Cyanide has become so much more than an entity within the War Maidens. She's become a dangerous weapon. This is not the first time that she has had to encounter Ruby Rebel all on her own. This is not the first championship defense of her career here in the Warzone. Ruby Rebel is ready to add red to the face paint of Eva Cyanide, even more red that drips down from her eyes. This is about to be a hard-hitting affair between Eva Cyanide and Ruby Rebel. Television Championship on the line here. Let's take it to the ring announcer.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the VRW War Maidens Television Championship. Introducing first, representing the undisputed elite, Ruby Rebel. And her opponent, representing Pandemonium, she is the VRW War Maidens Television Champion, Eva Cyanide.
Ruby Rebel and the rest of the UE have done some despicable things here since arriving in VRW. But one thing is for sure, Ruby Rebel is an absolute animal when it comes to championship situations. We are about to see more of her best work here. It is about to be a bloody massacre, perhaps. Television Championship on the line. Here we go. Rebel versus Cyanide 2. And right already off the back here, counter for counter on display here between these two War Maidens who know each other so well inside and out of VRW. Thrown over the top row, landing hard on the apron, fighting and countering each other on the outside, right in front of the VRW Riots. Counter for counter, back and forth like a pendulum swing here, trying to assure themselves the stronger position into this championship matchup here. Ruby Rebel going back inside the ring, back inside again, turn around inside, all over the place. Uranagi slam by Cyanide. And off of that counter exchange, the champion is the one in control thus far into this matchup here. Imagine a trinity of championships around the waist of the undisputed elite. That is the future. That is a possibility for Ruby Rebel and the rest of the members of the UE. Locked in, inverted figure four, submission applied, but Rebel not going to tap anytime soon. Oh, stiff forearm straight to the face of Cyanide. Now try to go for an ace crusher, great counter, trying to slide underneath, pick the legs from underneath a Rebel and a grip of the nape of the neck, face first in that top turnbuckle, and Rebel is trying to beat the brain cells out of Cyanide, trying to knock her back into reality. Again, it has been so long since we have seen the normal Eva Cyanide in VRW, this horrific figure. The one that has taken the place of the War Maiden who called herself the Alpha of the War Maidens division. Ruby Rebel has Eva Cyanide locked in with the red flasher into the cover. Shoulders are down to become a two-time television champion. And Cyanide able to kick out. There is no amount of pressure on the shoulders of Ruby Rebel nor Eva Cyanide. The only thing that is on their shoulders is the weight of carnage that they are willing to put at stake here against each other. Not caring for the well-being of the War Maiden who is trying to defeat them here tonight. Ruby Rebel and Eva Cyanide are looking to go to war. And now the heavy hands, the heavy strikes of Ruby Rebel here. Back suplex with authority. And now climbing the top rope right behind her. Ruby Rebel from the top with the double foot stomp to the midsection of Cyanide. Championship on the line. And the shoulder again came up 2.5. But Ruby Rebel keeping the momentum coming her way. Looking for the red herring in the counter by Cyanide. And now a half-and-half suplex by the champion. Rebel in trouble. Well, that's a lot of distance to come in here looking for that super kick by Rebel. Able to move out of the way for a headlock now applied. Trying to drive the air, the unforgotten soul of Eva Cyanide out of her lungs here. Look out, Falcon's arrow. Ruby Rebel bringing the fight out of the mercenary. A Pandemonium once again looking for the red flasher. Cover again to make history. Two-time TV champion. Not gonna happen. And Ruby Rebel now. Oh! Having the legs picked from underneath of her. Eva Cyanide now. Try to call her shot. Try to punch her ticket. Got contour her Corona. Great catch by Eva Cyanide. And now, oh, what a stiff head kick to the face of Ruby Rebel. Handspring moonsault combination. Now going into the cover. Hand in the face to retain the title. Only a 1 count. Rebel wants this. Rebel thrives for the championship, for the undisputed elite. But Cyanide gonna wrestle down the challenger. And now Cyanide looking to put an end to the matchup here. I thought she was going for the poison solution. What was that? That wasn't the poison solution. That was something else. Cyanide to retain her title. And Rebel was able to kick out of that. What on earth was that? Spiking Rebel's head into the mat. Rebel now in trouble. This time it's the poison solution. Cover. Shoulders are down. Kick out by Ruby Rebel. But Cyanide not gonna let up. Has herself perched from the top rope. Looking to fly with an elbow. But got caught by Ruby. Ruby now swinging for Uranagi Slayer. And outside, in trouble again. Almost thought that Rebel was going to go for another red flasher, but it didn't happen. Cyanide off the clothesline takedown. Another kick out at 1. I don't think it's adrenaline pumping through the veins of Ruby Rebel. It is the madness sinking in. The madness that Pandemonium is spreading throughout the war zone, making you do the absolute worst of yourself here. Another Uranagi. The Pandemonium effect is taking its hold. on Ruby Rebel. Ooh, again another leg drop. And now Cyanide locking in a submission. Stump puller is applied. Trying to hyperextend the leg. But Rebel off the schoolgirl escape here. Kick to the midsection by Cyanide. Now, ooh, stiff punch from behind once again. Kick to the back of the leg. Eva Cyanide got caught with a back elbow. Kick to the midsection looking for the red. Hey, follow-away slam. Eva Cyanide calling for the will of Pandemonium. Stiff jab to the face, and now full head of steam with a head kick again. Eva Cyanide handspring into the moonsault, into the cover, looks delayed to retain the championship. No! Kick out again at 2.5. And now Cyanide once again with Ruby Rebel perched in position here, spiking her head first into the mat. Covered again by Eva Cyanide. Shoulders are down, and the champion retains.
Here's your winner and still the VRW Maidens television champion, Eva Cyanide.
The madness sinks its claws into the mind of Ruby Rebel and assisted in securing the victory for Pandemonium and their television championship holder, Eva Cyanide. Look at that summoning action that progressed throughout this matchup here. Ruby Rebel brought the fight when it mattered. Did everything and absolutely anything to draw out the madness within Eva Cyanide. Big move at the big move could not hit the red herring, however. That did not stop Ruby Rebel from inflicting pain upon the Undisputed Elite's leader, Ruby Rebel. And you see off the red flasher again, another kick out from Cyanide. And this is when something new came about. The mercenary of Pandemonium spiking the head of Ruby Rebel into the mat. We all thought we were looking at a poison solution, but that was something completely different. It didn't take one, however. It took two of this pile driver like suplex to take out Ruby Rebel. Eva Cyanide. The madness spreads for their television championship reign here in the Warzone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new VRW Women's Champion, Amber Young.
Amber Young made history last week at the return of VRW Warzone, being able to topple Marissa Barrett in order to walk out here as your new VRW War Maidens champion. Many have come and gone. Many have held this championship, but last week we might have saw the crowning of the most dominant champion in its history, despite the reign of Bad Amy. Bad Amy had the resiliency to hold on to the championship. Amber Young had the resiliency to pursue for her championship aspirations from Marissa Barrett. Time and time again, Barrett tried to put down Amber Young, but it came down to her go-to move, guillotine choke, driving the air out of the lungs, driving out the former champion, and now appearing before us as the War Maidens champion. Amber Young looking to sound off against the VRW War Maidens division for her newly won championship. Well, here is someone who might have a lot to say about the message of our new champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Amy is here in the war zone. Former War Maidens champion, one who held the longest undefeated streak in VRW history. Bad Amy undoubtedly upset that Amber Young cut the line when Bad Amy had a rightful rematch clause to War Maidens championship. Bad Amy wanted to take it back from Marissa Barrett. Now she has to go through a new dominant champion in Amber Young. If you thought that we were done with the UE for the night, think again. Despite coming off our loss, coming up short in our television championship match, the undisputed Elite in tow and company with their own thoughts on the matter. Well, I guess things are about to go down here. Main event matchup underway. Undisputed Elite impromptu matchup against Bad Amy and a War Maidens champion, Amber Young. Let's go! Let's go! Tori Doyle suplex doing the bidding of Ruby Rebel, trying to come out of this 1-1 victory and loss for the UE here tonight, trying to even to score out in their favor, making it 2-1 tonight for the UE. Bad Amy has waited months and months to get back inside the VRW ring, and now she finally gets to and has to put up with the undisputed Elite. Tori Doyle and suplex, the current War Maidens Tag Team Champions. So many teams are gunning for an opportunity at becoming Tag Team Champions. Bad Amy locked into submission hold, trying to wear down the neck and the head of Tori Doyle. Tori able to find an escape quickly here. Kicks in the mix, there's a count. Countered by Bad Amy off the moonsault. And Bad Amy wants her championship back, and she has made that perfectly clear to Amber Young, but she needs to get past all the obstacles in her way, and one of them is the UE. Tori Doyle, one of the most underrated of the UE members, has a lot of tools in her arsenals and is used up efficiently in all of her matches. In fact, she was the one who got the pin for the War Maidens Tag Team Championships when the UE walked out as champions here. Knee to the midsection, pendulum facebuster into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down, and only a quick kick out. The UE at one point in time were on the most wanted list of VRW, kidnapping, torturing Ruby Tribbiani, the acting general manager at the time. And of course, nothing was ever done about that. They weren't arrested, they weren't convicted, they weren't stripped of their championships, nothing. The Don felt as though that was proper entertainment for the VRW Riot. So it's a good thing that Ruby Tribbiani did not come out of that seriously damaged and mental in the head. She's as fine as she was before the incident happened. Bad Amy from the corner runs in. Yakuza kick to Tori Doyle. A lot of pent-up frustration in the mind and in the heart of Bad Amy. Not only did she lose her championship off of the plan for go cash in, she had to watch Amber Young take the championship opportunity that should have came to her first. But Bad Amy has a guaranteed rematch clause for the VRW War Maidens Championship. So does Marissa Barrett. But Barrett was not here tonight. Barrett refusing to come to the war zone, leaving the Broken Kingdom to their own devices. But things worked out just well here. And Bad Amy wants suplex in the ring and is sleeping on her here. Now Amy, again, off of the leg drops here. We have seen a majority a number of times here tonight. The importance of tagging in and out of this matchup here. Bad Amy showing us that she doesn't need a tag, showing us that she is ready to get her championship back. And Bad Amy having Tori in a precarious situation here, using her legs to chicken wing Tori Doyle. Now kicking Doyle square in the face, knocking her off the apron. But from behind, the awareness of suplex, driving Bad Amy onto the floor. And Amber Young didn't do a thing. Amber unimpressed, already declaring herself as the dominant champion, better than any champion in VRW. Swears that she is going to bring out the true potential of a War Maidens division, as if Bad Amy and all of the War Maidens don't already give it their all every time they set foot in a VRW ring. Both War Maidens back inside the ring. Tori Doyle trying to make the tag, a suplex, but Bad Amy not letting it happen here. There you hear the Banshees cry. Amy looking for the words giving. Into the cover now. The one War Maiden Army suplex, breaking up the pin, and there's Amber Young. Double knee to the face, a suplex. Shots have been fired, but Bad Amy again, primed and ready. Words giving knee. Cover again to put it into the UE's tyranny here tonight. But the UE's Tori Doyle able to get the shoulder up. Now you see Bad Amy playing a little bit of mind games with, Tori Doyle going after the left leg of Doyle. Picking a body part and looking to exploit the damage there. Now tossing Doyle into the corner, trying to make the tag to Amber Young for once here. Amber trying to get her shot in, and a punch getting her hands on the UE here tonight. Now Tori Doyle, little return policy kick to the left leg of Bad Amy here. Canadian Destroyer into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down, only a 1 count. Amber Young pulling the trigger a bit too early there. Again, Tori Doyle, the underrated member of the Undisputed Elite, showcasing her feats of power and tenacity here. Locked herself in on the comeback train off the heel kick. And Bad Amy doing a smart thing, escaping here. Look at the assist from Amber Young. Clipping underneath the legs of Tori Doyle, setting things up for Bad Amy. Triangle choke is applied once again. Amber trying to give Bad Amy the recipe for success here. But Tori Doyle once again able to find an escape from the submission here. Now finds herself in the corner. The UE misses with the head kick. But Bad Amy got caught with a kick to the midsection instead. Has her hooked up here. Small package pile driver. Time and time again, Tori Doyle has showcased her ability as a War Maiden. From the top rope, frog splash, but the knees came off. And now Bad Amy playing the possum well. On the top of the shoulders, knee into the face. Now the cover, shoulders are down, suplex again with the save. And from behind, That might have been an accident there, but Bad Amy took out her own partner. And that's going to give Tori Doyle the time to make the tag. Suplex the Legal War Maiden of the UE. Put up on the shoulders. A Bad Amy. Knee to the skull. Full head of steam with the roundhouse kick. And now Amy trying to go for the whiz, giving drop kick, countered and missed. Making the tag to Amber Young. To what Ruby called Amber the fake suplex. Thrown into the corner. Double D's came up. Suplex now. Got caught. Hip toss. Knee to the skull. There you see the wear and tear on the face of Bad Amy, finally able to make the tag to the War Maidens champion. Now off the chin breaker. Amber Young, pump kick countered. Kick to the hamstring. Suplex. Lying in her weight here. Toss into the corner. But Tori Doyle nowhere to be found. Now able to make a tag and suplex. Now the battle for quarter control here. Amber Young tossing. No! Go! Drop toe hold. Oh! A big boot to the face of Amber Young here. Got caught, however. Northern Light suplex. Chain up. Has her up and dangling, spinning brainbuster. She is the suplex machine of the Undisputed Elite. Toss it in the corner, rid her shoulder in that middle turnbuckle. Drop toe hold into the middle rope. And Amber Young now trapped in the corner of the UE. Suplex. Wants to put a blemish on the record of the brand new War Maidens champion. Has her up, has her dangling for the ultimate suplex. Now the cover. Hook to the legs, shoulders are down. Amber able to get the shoulder of it too. You can call it having faith. Bad Amy not going out to save Amber Young from catching herself a pin. Amber from the corner, putting the head off a suplex. Now with some distance, Amber Young looking for the flashpoint knee. A cover again by the champion. Shoulders are down. Tori Doyle is making the save. And Bad Amy once again returning to her mind games. Tying up Tori Doyle, kicking her literal ass. But Amber trying to get Tori Doyle out of her way, needs to focus on the Legal War Maiden suplex. And now suplex, having a shoulder readjusted in a ring. And now, drop toe hold, picking from behind. Great counter by suplex. And now the suplex machine is on the hunt for a little bit of momentum. But Amber with the knee tripler. And now stomping down on suplex. Trying to keep the monster down here. Tossing in a corner. Shoulder into the turnbuckle again. Amber with a clothesline over the ring. The new War Maidens champion on the hunt of suplex of UE members now whipping suplex back inside the ring. And now a kick to the side of the head. Amber Young not playing around here tonight. With a bunch of eyes on her when it comes to the War Maidens Championship. Everyone is going to be gunning for that opportunity to take the championship away from Amber Young. But Amber has a whole lot of a mindset here. Kick to the midsection. Brainbuster. Covered by the champion. Too close to the UE's corner, however. Tori Doyle making the save once again. Tori up on the shoulders of the former champion. But elbows to the side of the head. But the focus now back on. Oh, the elevated flatline and a Bad Amy and a clothesline by suplex. Amber Young all on her own. Amber caught the clutches of suplex. Looking for another ultimate suplex of Amber. Amber driving knee to the top of the dome. There's a flashpoint. The flashpoint knee strike connects. Now the cover. One Maiden Army. Tori Billy Doyle just barely making the save. And Amber trying to take her shots, but to no avail, no effect. Oh! The kick to the small of the back. Oh! Stiff punch by Amber now. Having to work without Bad Amy at the moment, working to her advantage thus far. But suplex. Oh! What else? Another variation of a suplex. But jamming the left leg in the process. Suplex now. Back in the vertical base. Is on a comeback train. Now, it's off the schoolgirl on a head kick delivered to Amber. Suplex now in pursuit. Stiff punch. Great counter by the champion. Now has suplex. No! Counter for counter like a pendulum swing. Elbow to the side of the head. Suplex. And now Amber Young. Amber Young. Locking in the guillotine. Guillotine is locked in. The same way she won the VRW War Maidens Championship. Suplex not closing up to the ropes. Suplex with no choice but to tap out to the champion.
Here are your winners, Bad Amy and a VRW War Maidens champion, Amber Young.
Amber Young standing her ground without Bad Amy to assist her in the end of the matchup. Showing off that she very well is the champion of the women's division. Whoa! Candy Vega! From out of nowhere with a CKV of Bad Amy. Again, Candy Vega laying waste to Bad Amy for a reason we don't even know yet. Ladies and gentlemen, development after development that has been occurring throughout the night here. We need to remind you tenfold the pay-per-view where every gamble matters. This pay-per-view set to air live on YouTube February 3rd. Match after match will be announced within the coming days, but now is the time to celebrate in awe of the Warzone champion Jason Ramirez. Pull your cameras out, stand up, and bow! Recognize the queen of the war zone!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the queen of the war zone, Sammy Stone!
Bear witness to the first ever queen of the war zone, Sammy Stone. With so much power in her hands, and what does she choose to use it for? Bringing out a celebration for the other half of the power couple that commands respect here in VRW. Tonight, we celebrate the accomplishments of the hardest working man in VRW, Jason Ramirez, the Warzone champion. Sammy Stone wants you all to acknowledge his accomplishments. such a powerful introduction. Jason Ramirez is a lucky individual. Not only is he the head top champion of this company, he shares the top of the mountain with a queen like Sammy Stone. He is privileged. Jason Ramirez, who had to crawl his way up from absolutely nothing to get to where he is now, truly earning the moniker of the hardest working man in all of VRW, defending successfully his championship against RJ Smith, and we see how that played out for RJ here tonight, trying to rebound off of it. This is the fate of anyone who steps into the ring against Jason Ramirez. He shatters your confidence and is all downhill from here. Jason Ramirez looking to revolutionize his own career for the sake of not only himself, but for Sammy Stone as well. Everything riding on this power couple relationship. Crowd definitely letting these two know exactly what they think of them. Whoa! Wait a minute! The former Warzone champion, Melvin McDonald, is here in the Warzone! It has been many months since Melvin McDonald held the Warzone Championship. Clearly, the man is here to oppose the power couple of VRW. Welcome back, War Chief. These raids are going crazy. Hot damn! Can somebody say shots fired? Melvin McDonald laying down the law, declaring his automatic rematch clause. Jason Ramirez, it's time to prove your worth as a champion. Melvin McDonald is next in line, and he may very well threaten your championship reign.